Hello, people of eSchool. Um, my name is Scott Button, and I am from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm 18 years old, and I go to Paul Laurence Dunbar High School, uh, where I am currently a senior. So, I chose this project because I love web design, I love web development. I think I'm good at it, and I think I have a future in it, possibly depending on how far I go with my education. Before I get started with my code, explaining how I did everything, I just want to say that I've already recorded this entire video twice already, except both times the video got destroyed in separate ways because the way I did it, um, the program I used was terrible. I switched to a new one. Hopefully this works. I guess we will find out at the end of this. Um, Okay, so let's go ahead and show you my website. This is the website for the Paul Laurence Dunbar Young Democrats. Um, I made this because since I'm in this, it is a easy project to find. I didn't have to go around looking for it. But this is the site. Um, Before I start explaining my code, let me just tell you what I've done with it so far. I have used Photoshop for three things. This Facebook icon, which links to our Facebook, and the header, which is right here, and the footer. You will see these consistent in every page, obviously, as that is what they're meant to do. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started. With every page, I do use PHP, but obviously HTML has to be in there. My frequently asked questions.php is certainly different, though. There are frequently asked questions. With a plus button next to them, you press it, and the answer shows up, and the icon changes to a double minus. You click it again, the question goes away, and it goes back to a plus. This is basically just so that we don't get spammed with emails asking us the same things over and over. And I think it works effectively because we don't get a whole lot of emails about this type of stuff. The members page, it incorporates a lot of PHP and MySQL. What it does is it uses a server-side language and a database language to basically just store all of these users' grades, first names, and last names. And then when it needs to, which on this page it does, it calls them and displays them. We've also got an advanced search, which I am quite proud of. Let's take a look at this. I can type in a first name, last name, grade, and if I search by more than two, or by more than one, so two or above, I have to check this and or. So now that I've already checked it, let's do Scott or 11. And you see right here, results. Now, I typed in or, which you can see up in the URL up here, so it looks for where the grade is 11 or the first name is Scott. And that would be me and one of my friends, Honey Hussein. So yeah, and this is dynamic. Like if I were to search for somebody that exists, but I did not click and or, it error handles the whole situation and it says that you can't do that. If you are searching by two or more terms, then either and or must be checked. So this form has quite a bit of error handling with it. Let's go to events. And okay, so each little white text box you see here is called an article. It's styled with CSS, obviously. You can see that that I have recorded this multiple times. Both times they got destroyed or damaged. So hopefully it works this time. Okay, let's log in so that I can post a new event. Okay, I typed in the wrong password. There's that error handling. Again, I like error handling. Okay, so here we are. We're at the insert into events page, or the add an event. And here we go. So to do this, we have to type in a password, title, subtitle, and some text, which I will now enter and then skip over because you probably don't want to see this. Okay, so there we go. I have an image right here that you can click on that shows some useful tags for HTML. It basically just makes it look more readable, and you can emphasize certain text elements. So let's go ahead and submit this. Click Submit New Article, and it says your new event has been added. You will now be redirected to the events page. And here is what just happened. I typed this in. Basically, it knows that it's me because I typed in my password, and using PHP, it can get the date and display it, but it doesn't change. You see here, I was still working on this back in November. This is the early stages. Yeah, it's been that long. But anyways, as you can tell by reading this line here, that I really hope this works. Let's move on to the contact page now. I feel would be a good place to end with this. Basically, I can enter a name, I can enter an email, I can enter a subject, a grade. Let's do 99 just to see what happens, and a message, blah 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 blah, and submit it. Okay, you see? This is wrong. It cannot do that. It is an error. See, there's some more of that error handling. Grade can only be 9, 10, 11, or 12. Now let's see what happens when I put numbers in my name. Aha, see? It adds another error to the list of errors, and it displays it to me, telling me what I need to fix. Now let's say I don't have one of the required subjects marked by an asterisk. It won't even get to the other error handling. It just says this is required, so enter it first. But if it all works, and say SendMail is not installed on my server, it will output this. Something went wrong, we're trying to fix it, please try again later. Basically, I uninstalled SendMail just to show you the amount of error handling. If I were to have it installed, it would take about 10 seconds to do some checks, and it would send it to me. But yeah, so that is the contact page. Also, one thing you may have noticed is using jQuery, I'm able to count the number of text characters. So the more I enter, the more it goes down. And I can go to my directory, and yeah, I have quite a few sites, and I can display everything. So this is how I upload stuff. I would do nano something .php, and I would type it, and then there we go. I'm not going to save that. But yeah, that is how I communicate with the server via command line interface, I guess you could say. Next, how I put graphical things such as pictures and audio files, videos, all that. I use FileZilla. I can go to my saved hosts. I can connect to it, type in my password, and it opens a port. I'm connected, and it displays the contents of my server. You can try it out for yourself. But yeah, now on to the last things I want to talk about, which would be why I think I deserve to win. Well, I had the dedication to work on this since I think November, and I don't think that one person can do that unless they feel really dedicated to that, and unless they're dedicated to it, I don't think they really enjoy it either. So it's kind of obvious that I enjoy what I do, and I want to keep doing it, which is why the monetary gain from this would be really helpful towards my college education. Not only that, but I also would like to start off college out of debt, because that's not a good thing. But yeah, I think I deserve it because I enjoy it. I spent a long time on it. And it just feels really great. That's about